Here's Watson throwing again. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Watson, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And now look at him go. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
Back to throw, Watson. Open man, the tight end falls. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
Q26. I'm coming.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
124. Check 3. Check 59. Shit.
From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This is it. 19.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen.
Oh, you got deep?
On 1st and 10, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Pull up for signals. Watch the boot. Jumper. SOS. 19. Mike 55. Here we go, D. Here.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll go with Procise. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey. 50 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Here we go. 50. Mike.
Throwing again, it's Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
He don't want it. Bang out, bam, bam. 55, my guy, 55.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's caught, Lockett. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Bang out, bam. Switch. 66, run it, half. Alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go.
To throw again, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Single.
A gain of 13 yards. Seahawks, 1st down.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.